Meta, originally known as Facebook, is a public social networking and information technology company which partners with a wide variety of online platforms. Meta takes a collaborative network approach with companies like Microsoft. Microsoft is not a social media platform, which is where Meta got its start with Facebook, but is a cooperative partnership that enables Meta to break into new markets and share the risk of doing so with Microsoft. In a collaborative network approach, companies join together to become more competitive and share scarce resources. In an article posted on dollarmakers.com, the author explains that Meta utilizes partnerships for access to new markets and customers, as well as sharing of resources and expertise, which aligns with the collaborative network approach. In the same article on dollarmakers.com, the author discussed that Meta places emphasis on establishing and maintaining relationships that create opportunities for future collaborations and growth. One example of a strong partnership Meta is fostering is with Microsoft. In this partnership, Meta and Microsoft are working together to create the metaverse. According to the author of the dollarmakers.com article and Meta's website, meta.com, the metaverse is intended to be a sort of alternative virtual universe where people can work, learn, or even just hang out. Meta and Microsoft are also working on remote presence solutions, to which the author of Dollar Makers describes as advanced video conferencing tools for remote work and learning environments. Microsoft is just one of many companies Meta has partnered with, past and present, to create their array of products and services provided. LineZero.com highlights some other partnerships of Meta, such as Zoom, Adobe, and Cordial, detailing that Meta has a total of 31 partners. The advantages for Meta in taking a collaborative approach is that it allows them to reduce their risks and costs when entering a new market. Another example of an advantage is that Meta can utilize the skills and knowledge of their partners alongside their own strengths to create cutting-edge products and platforms to meet the needs or wants of their consumers.
When relying on external partners, it introduces significant risks for companies like Meta, particularly when it comes to supply chains, regulatory compliance, and intellectual property. Dependency on suppliers for hardware components, such as chips or VR technology, exposes Meta to global disruptions and geopolitical tensions, while reliance on foreign governments for regulatory approvals complicates operations due to varying privacy laws and content standards. Collaborations can also lead to conflicts over data ownership, patents, and proprietary technology, especially when multiple stakeholders seek control over shared innovations or user data. Additionally, poor management of partnerships or associations with controversial entities can damage Meta's reputation, as seen in its challenges with misinformation and data breaches linked to third parties like Cambridge. Managing a broad network of partnerships also requires significant administrative oversight, slowing decision making and reducing agility, while Meta operates within a collaborative network framework to foster innovation and scale. It simultaneously reflects elements of resource dependence theory, relying heavily on data from users, advertisers, and third party developers to sustain its business model. This dependence creates vulnerabilities that Meta must constantly navigate through strategic decisions, such as accusations, policy shifts, and ecosystem controls.
Hi, my name is Ariana, and I am covering population ecology as it pertains to Meta and designing successful organizations. Our assignment is ODA 2. Population ecology It focuses on an organization that's diverse and adaptable. There are some larger organizations that struggle with being adaptable, especially in the social media environment, just because they're so big. And so some of their processes and procedures might take a while to implement, whereas a smaller company would be able to adapt a lot faster in a social media environment. Um, as far as Meta, Meta did have a disadvantage in the beginning when it came to population ecology prior to some of their acquisitions. Meta has acquired dozens of companies. Some of the most popular ones that we know today is Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, Threads, and WhatsApp. What I like about Meta's acquisition of WhatsApp is a lot of people use WhatsApp, and the reason they use it is so they can connect with friends and family members across the world. It does not matter where you are. You can be in Mexico, you can be in England. A lot of people are very familiar with WhatsApp, and typically because there's no additional cost to it. So Meta continues to acquire a number of social media companies to continue to thrive in their environment. Um, they not only did they buy out those companies, they partner very closely with Facebook. So there are some times where if you're looking up something, you might see AI pop up, and it'll link to Meta. And so Meta has also partnered with a number of AI companies as well. And so they're doing very good in their environment. They're thriving, they're doing well, they're continuing to grow. The only problem that happens later on down the line is that could happen later on down the line is they might become so big and grow so big that their adoption to their environment might start to slow down. But right now, their population ecology is pretty good. They're diverse in who they're acquiring, they're adaptable in the environment.
Hello, my name is James Marlowe, and I'm going to be talking about Meta's organizational structure. So, as said before, Meta is the biggest social media company in the world, not just running Facebook, but also Instagram, WhatsApp, Threads, and a newer company called Reality Labs. And that's a lot of organizations to try and keep organized. And it's also social media and just technology in general is an ever-changing world that you need to stay competitive in. So Meta has the challenge of staying organized and structured while still trying to stay innovative and flexible and on the cutting edge. And so the organizational structure that they have used is the matrix organizational structure. And this allows integration and collaboration between all of the different companies that Meta has control over. There are the main benefit of this structure is this cross-functional teamwork and the ability to, people from Instagram can collaborate with the people on Facebook, and they can collaborate with the people working in WhatsApp. There's this cross-functional collaboration that still remains control over different parts of the company, but also allows for more of a flexible structure as well. Thank you.
Hey, this is Mason Fouquet, and I was just going to expand on what James was talking about a little bit. So, Meta's global matrix structure continued. Um, Obviously, as James said, Meta operates in a rapidly changing global environment, and to manage its diverse operations, the company uses that global matrix structure. This is a hybrid model combining both functional and geographical dimensions, and the structure allows Meta to balance a local market demand with the global strategic objectives. So geographically, Meta divides its operations into regions like North America, Europe, Asia Pacific, and Latin America, which enables the company to tailor its strategies to market-specific conditions. So functionally, Meta is organized into departments like engineering, marketing, sales, research and development, etc. And then each of these focuses on a key area of the company's business. But the dual approach here ensures that Meta remains agile and responsive while still pursuing company goals. So the structure offers several advantages for Meta. First, it provides flexibility by allowing the company to adapt to the regional market needs while also staying aligned with goal objectives and global objectives. Meta can customize product offerings and marketing strategies to suit the specific demands of local consumers. Additionally, the structure enhances communication and collaboration across departments and regions, and this helps Meta deliver coordinated global campaigns and innovations. So the interconnected approach here also allows Meta to deploy resources efficiently, meaning that development efforts are shared and leveraged across regions. But this global matrix structure also comes with some drawbacks. So one of the main issues is the complexity it creates in reporting lines and decision-making authority. Um, Employees working in functional and regional teams may face conflicting priorities, leading to inefficiencies or delays. Power struggles could cause a regional and functional manager issue, and each division may have competing goals. So these conflicts can slow down decision-making processes, creating friction that impacts Meta's ability to respond quickly to these market changes. And then, obviously, despite these challenges, the global matrix structure is still crucial for Meta's success in a fast-evolving digital landscape. It does allow the company to remain competitive, but the added complexity, potential power struggles, and high management costs are important considerations that they must manage carefully to maintain operational efficiency. So by leveraging the global matrix structure, Meta can continue to innovate, adapt, and lead in the global tech market, and this drives its growth and also ensures its position at the forefront of digital innovation. Thank you.